Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT EMEA Stage 2 for playoffs. My guest this time is Magnum of BBL Esports, this time coming off of their match against Team Liquid in the upper bracket finals, losing 2-1 to thus go down to the lower bracket finals, awaiting their next opponent at the time of the recording. So Magnum, thank you so much for the opportunity. And it's a tough way to go down. I can only imagine what it must feel like, to finish a series like this in which there was plenty of back and forth action. So, unfortunate that you guys came out of this with a loss, but how are you feeling first and foremost?
I mean, I'll be honest, just super frustrated, obviously. It's like, no matter what, when match you lose, it's always tough, but especially when there is such high stakes and where there is like 6 rounds which we should have won, and it goes overtime and we lose overtime. It's super, super frustrating. But it is a competition. Obviously, there is a regret. I think everyone will have a feeling of regret that we could have closed at least one round, each of us, But yeah, today we can be sad for a few hours, but tomorrow we go again, and we can be sad today, but we need to step it up tomorrow, and it doesn't matter. Like, if we win tomorrow, it should not matter, but tough loss.
You kind of said it right then and there about the second half in Vine, and just going to hop on right onto that part of the series first and foremost. Second half was just definitely the wildest part of the entire series. You guys had to kind of pull off miracle moves to win your rounds at the very end to be in the position to close the series out. And then at the very end, they're also at the same time, Nat stepped up big time with that ace to force overtime and then continue that momentum over to overtime. You kind of mentioned about what happened in the first half, but I want to ask you on a much more deeper sense, what do you think just went wrong for the team in that span of time?
I just think it's composure type of thing, because sometimes you feel like, especially when you hit the 12, or sometimes and you have advantage, you feel like I can do this and close it myself, or like, oh, this is good play, let's do it. And sometimes it just burns you. But I don't think like it's bad. It just like, it's always worse to not do the plays rather than do them, because it shows you have balls to do it. It just sometimes it just doesn't pay off, which happened today a lot of times. So yeah, I think it's just this as well. I think sometimes we are a bit off positions, but overall, like we got carried by Sociable on second map, and that's just fully won and bind for them. So yeah.
Most definitely, and when it comes to playing in a series like this, in which the momentum is very, goes back goes back and forth on one side in a drop of a hat, and you're trying to help the team, stay composed as you kind of did in certain parts of the series. Broadcast saw you just sort of hyping the rest of the guys up to not only stay composed but also stay focused for the rest of the series. How difficult is it for you to try to relay that energy over to the rest of the guys in a match like this?
Well, today it was very hard for me, to be honest, because I'm not a rager. I usually try to just stand, but like I don't know what happened today with me. Like, I have regret of this because like it started on last turn and I just see that we don't do the things which we usually do, and it just got me frustrated. Then second map it went off, and third map it just came back, and it just the rounds, where you should not lose. So I need to work on this because this didn't happen for me. I don't think it ever happened, and I don't think I related it to the boys, but I smashed my table, which I never do, and it's a bit sad for this. But otherwise, I'm trying to obviously like keep up the positivity in the team, especially when someone does something good. Even if we round, it's very important to point out good things. Otherwise, I think in terms of energy today, it was like super great on the last 2 maps. I think we started very slow on a stand, but it sometimes happens, big stakes, and everyone reacts differently.
Is there similarity between what happened in map 1 and what happened in map 3 in terms of just not being able to finish it out on those 2 maps?
I think map 3 is literally we were winning and we just choked. And first map we were not winning. Like, it was like I think we started very slow, which kind of burned for example, the first buy, like we miss details, that we are missing smoke on market. So it's just little details that sometimes we lose in the officials. And I think we just the start slow on the ascent, because then we won 5 rounds and we managed to end up 5-7 of it, like starting 6-0, so which is huge. But just slow start. Third map was fully something else. I think it was like overstarted, like overdoing plays, or not securing the rounds.
Obviously, Bind saw you guys. The third map saw you guys play Bind once again for the first time in around 3 weeks. Last time being Vitality, and as a result also of the map ban veto phase. What gave you guys the decision to go for that map and try it out against Liquid, and what did you see in Liquid's form that gave you guys the confidence, I would say, to go for that map?
Well, to be honest, I don't know, because I was not there on the Vita. I just go to the map, so I don't really know what happened there. But to be honest, we don't have like weak map. Obviously, like we have some maps are weaker than the others, but to put it in correct words, I don't think we can join a map and say, oh, we don't know what to do, or we cannot win this map. Like we don't have a permaban, which is very good for us, and sometimes like the maps just end up based on what we think is more comfortable in terms of what playstyle the enemy team plays. And I think in terms of Liquid just playing super straight, I think Bind is kind of good because you can just punish them, and on attack you can do kind of same. So I think this as well. I think maybe coaches saw something like some patterns, but I would have to ask them because I was not there.
Of course, definitely understand your answer on that, Magnum. Still, though, nevertheless, this team has been going on a very great run in this playoff phase, facing off against Fnatic, beating Fnatic, facing off against Heretics, beating Heretics, and then almost coming in very close to taking down Liquid. I mean, by all accounts, it's probably the hardest playoff run to get to the upper bracket finals. How do you look at the playoff run so far, and what do you feel just the team lacked today compared to those prior 2 matches?
Well, I think Liquid are right now the best team in VCT. And I mean, they always are, to be honest. Like each time we play them, it's the hardest match. When Heretics have good day, it's as well. So I don't think we lacked something today. I mean, I think we lacked energy on first map. I think it was very slow start. But otherwise, overall, I think the 2 maps were pretty good from us. And we didn't lack much. They are just too good. They're just better than us. Like or sometimes it's 50-50s, and they just manage to close them more often than us. And sometimes the luck is on our side. Like we qualified for EWC, it was very tight, and today again it was against us. So it sucks, but yeah, it's a life of competition, and I bet this is not, or I think there will be even more set losses in future, so or even close.
Of course, and obviously in a situation like this, you guys have to move on and kind of reset, and then look at what went wrong for very quickly, and then face off against whoever it is you guys to face off tomorrow in the lower bracket, either Giant X or Navi. What are your thoughts on either team? What do you think are the biggest threats that each side poses to you guys as you guys now begin the process of looking forward to tomorrow?
Well, I think actually all teams, we kind of, like us, Navi and Giants, we made deep run because we have kind of very similarities. Like I think with Giants we have good team play. But on the other side, Navi have like Ruxic, and he's very similar to playstyle with Sociable, like just kind of YOLO, So I think this is why we made it. I think every team has like strengths and weaknesses. But for me, like we pranked both teams quite a lot. And I'm feeling confident. Like with Giants, I honestly think tomorrow is 50-50 again, the match. And yeah, like I think we should be proud that even we lost today. Like we should not be proud, but look with good vision for tomorrow match. But yeah, I think we can play both teams. It will be the same match kind of for both of us. It's like who has good day tomorrow, let's say.
One more question.
BO5? Sorry.
Of course, definitely plenty of maps and rounds to play, and to ensure and make this rebound possible. One more question before I wrap this one up. Magnum, for you, specifically focusing on yourself, what is one thing you want to focus on most in terms of like improving from now to next match?
I mean, it's just closing the rounds. Like even if I'm dead, making sure that I help my teammates the most I can, and just closing the rounds. Because as I said, sometimes you get ahead of yourself, and you can play out the situations better. So just keeping the composure as much as I can, because I mean tomorrow will be a really stressful match for no matter who's gonna be there, our Giants and us. But trying to keep the composure and doing smart decisions.
Most definitely, and of course, hopefully you guys can bounce back tomorrow against whoever it is that you face. Magnum, pleasure to talk to you once again. Thank you so much for the opportunity, despite the loss, and of course, best of luck. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.